Hello, I didn't see you. In the unlikely event that this is the first of my cheerful stories that you've listened to, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Zachary, and I was just kneeling here, digging in my garden. I know I'm out here at night, but you see, I'm not much of a day person. Anyway, the story I have for you has a lot to do with a garden. It's about a garden with a gargoyle. What's a gargoyle? Oh, you silly child. A gargoyle is a hideous stone statue of a creature that is neither beast nor human. And the gargoyle I am talking about sits in a garden instead of on a building. And this gargoyle is very different because it's Auntie's gargoyle. The boy you hear humming is Jason. He comes from a nice home with a loving mother. He has lots of toys and lots of friends. But right now, Jason doesn't have any of those things. All Jason has right now is his Auntie Ella.
Jason boy, where are you?
Oh, no. Over here, Auntie.
Over where? Don't you know you have chores to do, boy? This isn't a vacation, you know.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Living with his Auntie Ella really wasn't Jason's idea. He didn't even know he had an Auntie Ella until something happened that made it necessary for Jason to stay with her. Auntie Ella was a well-kept secret.
I just heard from your mother, Jason.
You did? Is she all right?
Oh, she's fine. She said she would be in the hospital a few more weeks.
A few more weeks?
And she said you're to do the chores I asked, especially tend the garden.
The garden?
It's such a nice garden. I don't know why you don't like taking care of it.
But I do take care of it.
Not all of it. You never go near that corner of the garden near the woods.
But I don't like it there, Auntie. It always dark in that part of the garden, and the grass and trees are dead around there. And the air is cold even when it's hot everywhere else.
And?
There's that terrible-looking statue.
You mean my garden gargoyle?
It looks like half human, half animal. It sits there like it's waiting to pounce and jump on me. And its face, it looks like it's growling, showing its sharp teeth. It's like it's angry at me. And sometimes when I tend the garden, it feels like the gargoyle is watching me. I don't think it's very funny, Auntie.
Such gibberish, boy. And about a sweet little stone gargoyle. Now get those garden tools and get over there.
Now?
Are you a baby? Some scared little wimp? I want that corner of the garden cleaned up. Pull those weeds. Trim back those dead branches. Make that gargoyle proud to be sitting there. And do it now.
Jason's heart beat faster as he got the tools together and took them to the far corner of the garden. As Jason got closer, he could hear the dead branches moan as the wind made them dance against the darkening sky. He could feel the air take on an icy chill of the coldest day of winter. The birds stopped singing and wouldn't even come near this part of the garden. And there, in the middle of it all, sitting in the shadows of the dead trees, was the twisted shape of Auntie's gargoyle.
Maybe it won't be so bad. I'll just work fast. I'll just pull the weeds, cut the branches, and do it real fast. I won't get anywhere near that stupid old gargoyle.
Jason grabbed the tangled dry weeds and he pulled and worked as if he were in a race, and making sure never to look at the gargoyle watching him a few feet away. But Jason pulled and pulled at the weeds. No matter how hard he worked, there seemed to be more weeds to pull. It seemed as if the weeds weren't going away. Then Jason saw what was happening.
I don't believe it. As soon as I pull up some weeds, they come right back. Okay, forget that. I'm just gonna trim the tree branches. I'm just gonna do that and get back to the house. And then I'm never going to this part of the garden again. There. And this one. There. Why are there so many dead trees here? They got that one. So many dead trees around that. Around that gargoyle. What's going on? This is crazy. I don't believe this. The branches are growing back out. No, you can't. You can't. As soon as I cut the dead branches, they grow back. That's it. I'm out of this creepy old garden. No way. Ah!
Jason tripped and fell backward and found himself staring right into the gargoyle's gnarling face.
No! No!
Suddenly, the gargoyle's eyes moved and glowed a bright red and looked right at Jason. Jason ran as fast as he could toward the house and away from the garden.
Help! Auntie! Help!
Why, boy? What in the world are you doing?
The garden is... There's something wrong, and the gargoyle is...
What about my gargoyle?
The weeds and dead branches grow back, and the gargoyle, it's alive! It's haunted! I'm not lying, it is!
I know about the gargoyle, boy.
What?
It scared my other nephews, too.
Other nephews? I thought I was the only one.
Oh, no. They were all scared at first. Let me show you what I'm talking about.
No, I don't want to know.
You're coming with me, boy.
No. Let me go. Stop. I don't want to go with you. Stop. I just want to go home.
But Auntie Ella wouldn't let go. She pulled Jason into her house and to the cellar door.
Now let Auntie show you her other gargoyles, right here in the cellar.
I don't want to go down there. Let me go.
In a moment, Auntie Ella had pulled Jason into the cellar, and the boys stood there looking at a shelf of 6 other stone gargoyles. Each had its own different look, but they all shared the same snarling face.
A bunch of gargoyles? What are you doing with them?
See, whenever I get tired of one garden gargoyle, I get another. And I've grown very tired of the one I have now.
What do you mean? Why are you showing me this?
Your cousins were scared of the garden gargoyle, too, until they became one.
What?
I want you to meet your cousin, Andy. And there's your cousin, Willie. And there's your cousin, Doug.
No.
And that one is your cousin...
Let me out of here.
Just take a look in my magic mirror, right here on the wall, boy. You'll feel your arms and legs becoming hard, turning to stone.
No, I won't look in that mirror.
Do it! Just look in the mirror!
I won't. But I will make the gargoyle look in the mirror.
No!
Why not? What are you afraid of? What happens if I hold the mirror up to the gargoyles like this?
No, stop!
They change back into boys. That's what I thought. When they see their reflections in the mirror again, they'll change back into boys.
Stop! Put that mirror down!
Cousin Willie, Cousin Doug, all of you. You're free from Auntie's spell. You're not her garden gargoyles anymore.
Stop it! Stop!
No.
Stay away!
Now it's time for you to look in the mirror, Auntie Ella.
Oh no! Get that mirror away from me!
Are your arms and legs?
No.
Are your arms and legs getting heavy? It's that wrinkled old face getting hard.
Stop it, boys!
Look in the mirror, Auntie! In the mirror, look!
And later that day, a group of boys returned to the homes they had not seen for some time. And in Auntie's garden, there was a new gargoyle. And instead of wearing a snarl on its face, this one looked as if it were screaming. And that's my story, so how are you feeling, eh? A little stone-faced and stiff, eh? Perhaps you'd like to sit here in my garden and relax. What's that? I've dug up something hard, like... Oh, dear, silly me. I haven't been digging in my garden. I've been digging in the graveyard. And guess what I've just dug up? I'll just plant him somewhere else. This is Zachary. Thanks for listening. Get back down in there.